Today I'm going to show you 4 examples with Arduino Mega and 3.5-inch TfT touchscreen. Hi, I'm Arnav and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this tutorial I'll be showing you 4 examples with the 3.5-inch TfT touch display with Arduino Mega. And you can find a full description tutorial in my blog arnav.purvia.com and the code as well. So let's get started. Alright, so now you might ask me what components do you need. Now you might have guessed it. One is the Arduino Mega, obviously. Then you can use a screen, but to attach the screen and the Mega you need a shield. So the shield goes over the Arduino and then the screen goes over the shield. Now if you want to power it separately using a power bank, you can use this a USB cable cut from like a home charger or anything like that, but I'm not gonna be using it. Instead I'm gonna be using the same Arduino uploading cable which is used to upload just to power it up. So that's there. And then lastly, this is also nothing compulsory, you can just use a stylus or a pencil in this case. So yeah, let's just quickly put it together and then take a look at the code. So here the pins that are mainly used in the Arduino Mega are these pins here, then obviously power and reset, and then the pins here. So oops. So that's there. Now if you want to solder the USB wire, you can do so right here because there are open pins. So ground is the 2 pins after the first one, and then VCC is the next pin after the 2 grounds. Now here, this is the screen, 3.5-inch display with SD card holder. Now if you want, you can display images using the SD card, but for this project I won't be. So we can just insert the screen here like this. Okay, let's start coding then. Is UTF-8 and UART toucher for the screen. EEPROM is to store score or anything, and SPI is to just as basic drivers. Next, you're gonna have to include your screen type, so UTF-8 MyGLCD, and then these screen parameters differ screen to screen, so yours might be different. Then your touch, my touch, this is basic. Then you're gonna have to say what font, so that's a big font is what I've said. Then initialize this display, then it clears the display, then it initializes touch, then it sets precision to medium, then it clears the screen again, and then it will print arnav.purvia.com in the center at x-axis of 10. So this is the code. Now let's see how it looks on the screen. Guys, I just uploaded the code and here's what it shows, arnav.purvia.com. So go check it out. So now that you know the basics, you might be able to write a basic code, but now I'm gonna explain. Alright friends, so here I have my screen. Whoops. So here in just a second I'm gonna boot up my code. So let's boot up the code. Whoa. So it's connected to my laptop, but the Arduino can save the codes, and that's what it's done. So this is just a fun little thing I put in the word setup downloading OS. It's not really downloading it. And then we come here. Now if you first look at it, what does it look like? You're on your phone, you see many apps. This is kind of like it. So here I have my website, go check it out. I have 4 current examples and 4 work in progress. So here, chase the coin. This doesn't really work in the first try, so you have to eliminate yourself once. Now this looks like Flappy Bird to you, correct? But not until you start. You see a coin in the middle. If you click on that, if you go over that coin, it gives you a random amount of score plus the time you, sometimes it gets too risky like that one, but sometimes you can just go over it and it gives you some score plus the score you go. Like that one, if I try, I might just get out. So here I remove the top pillar and instead of that I put a yellow colored coin or a circle. So 67 is my score this time. And here is the EEPROM library used, so it shows your highest score even if you remove the wire and put it back in, and you can even reset that score. Now the back button comes here. So example 1 done. Now example 2, my rectangle game. If you watched my earlier videos you might know what it is, but for new viewers, here's how it works. You drag your finger or your pencil across the screen. It takes x.1, x.2, and then it draws a rectangle. After 2 seconds it clears it out, and then I can draw it again. And then there's the back button. Oops. Okay, now, oh no. Oh, okay. So we went to Flappy Bird. It just takes time to load sometimes. So this is the classy Flappy Bird. Again, part of my previous videos, you might have seen it. Your finger touch isn't good because the Flappy Bird is coded to not have multiple touches, and your finger is so wide it can take multiple touches. So I prefer using the pencil. Oh, still not good at the game. Whoa. The back button only shows up once you start the game. Okay, now last game. Then I'll go over each game again. Tic-tac-toe. You know it, I know it. So it's a 2-player game. First player goes with X, second player goes with O. So if I play X, let's say my sister or anyone. What happened? O, and then I play again, and then it checks if X is in X X X or X X X or X X X, or maybe O O O O O O O O O O O. Anyway, there is a O, it'll say win. So let's try winning this. And this is just me, okay? It's not 2 players. So player 1 wins and then it resets. Now let's go back. These games are still in progress, and their touch don't work yet because I haven't placed that side as touch. Okay, now let's go over each code. Flappy Bird and Coin Chase are the same, so I'll just explain one. Rectangle game and tic-tac-toe I'll go over. So when you boot into a game, which it's booting into, it shows these all things. Tap to start. It waits for you to touch. When you touch, it draws pillar and a coin or the top pillar. When you cross a pillar, it will grant you 1 point, or if you touch a coin, it will grant you a random number. Height of the pillar is random, and if you touch the top or the bottom, you will be eliminated. and the score is displayed, so is Arnav's creation, and you can hit back. Rectangle game. Very simple code, very short, easy to code. You take 2 points, you drag, it draws a rectangle. So you take x, y, x1, y2, y1, and then it draws you a rectangle. So look at that again. This is how it works. I'll show you the code in some time. Tic-tac-toe. Oh, okay. I clicked rectangle game. Oh no. Okay, now we are in tic-tac-toe. So it has drawn these 4 lines. Just in home screen there's a line. I've drawn 4 lines here. Then when I click in, so the touch is made like if I click in this box, which I just clicked in this one, it'll draw X or O depending on whose turn it is. Now how did I customize the X and the O? There are no bitmaps, they're just the letter X and the letter O. Now let's go over the code. Alright guys, so here's the code. I was unable to screen record due to some technical issues, but I still wanted to show you the code. So as you can see here, some of the code is still similar to what was in the example code, but you still need to add or tap and put the bitmap of the board. You can find this on my blog as well. So this is obviously, as I explained, this screen specific. Then I've initialized some fonts, then some basic things, and then if you come down to setup, you'll get to know that the downloading OS isn't actually downloading, it's just like that over there. And then here is the code for draw home screen, which will be down here, which I'll explain just in a sec. So game number 0 is home screen, game number 1 is your rectangle game, where it takes X and Y and then changes it and creates a rectangle. Game 2 is Flappy Bird. Then game 3 is just in the code below, which is tic-tac-toe and real. Then game number 4 obviously is chase the coin, or else it's game number 2. Now here I've mentioned if like what coordinates it should be, the touch should be in, to put which game it is on, and this is for all the games, game 1, 2, 3 and 4. Here you're just drawing the buttons, which is draw home screen, and yeah, you can find this code again on my blog. Okay guys, that's gonna be it for this video. I hope you followed along and are able to build your own game. So if you couldn't follow along and for some reason aren't able to understand, you can go visit my blog arnav.purvey.com, where there will be a full tutorial to explain it to you with the source code. And that's it for this video. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.